As a kid, my family and I would go out to several different Halloween parties and celebrate the day with each other. Usually, I would end up receiving more candy and treats from the different Halloween parties than I would actually trick-or-treating. Now that I have kids of my own, I like to try and carry on with the tradition. This year, my daughter was finally old enough to walk around and have fun for the first time, so the whole family packed up into the truck and our destination was Spokane Community College. They have an annual Halloween party with games and tables that the kids can trick-or-treat at. The whole family went in matching pirate costumes, while a friend of the family's wore her Elsa costume. Once inside, there were so many different routes for entertainment, although the crowds of people forced you to start at the tables in the opening room. At least 20 different tables were set up in this room, each offering a different game or craft for your child to complete. Each table was set up by a different group on campus. The first game that we approached was a hockey game for the kids. It was a sight to see Elsa versus the ghost pirate with their giant inflatable hockey sticks. The game that seemed to draw their attention the most was the frisbee game, where the goal was to make your frisbee ring land on different sets of deer antler. They had 4 different people retrieving over 50 different frisbees, allowing the kids to have a machine gun fire effect. It gave me flashbacks to when I was a child. Even though the moving parts of the game have changed, the concept was still the same as when I was a child. Get the frisbee into the basket, or in this case, deer antlers. Each game allowed the kids to win some candy. Even though my youngest Kaylee could not complete some of the games, she was still offered her pick of the candy. Another great game that filled me with nostalgia was What's in the Box. This game involves putting your hand into a box and from feel alone determine what it is you were touching. The items in the box, which were usually food items, were passed off as creepy bugs and eyeballs. This in fact was the game that often used to terrify me the most, but it didn't really seem to affect my kids too much. As soon as they put their arms in the box, they seemingly knew exactly what it is they were touching. Spokane Community College seemed to go all out for the night. They even had a green screen set up with some student photographers and were doing free Halloween pictures. I was really intrigued by this, but the kids couldn't really understand why the green sheets were behind them and quickly lost interest. After having the photograph taken, they informed us that there were 70 people ahead of us in the print line. We ended up leaving before the photo was printed, but I was able to capture a few snapshots of the kids in front of the green screen. No Halloween party is complete without the treats. My kids came home with 2 one-gallon Ziploc bags full of candy, not to mention the full bag of popcorn and the caramel apples. I was surprised by how much the school has given back to the community, donating the time and effort, not to mention the price tag of doing all this for free. I know that if they offer it again next year, I will definitely be returning and hopefully adding the Spokane Community College's Halloween party to our family tradition. More so, I hope that my kids will remember these parties and carry on tradition with their own kids.